Hi, I'm Kristy Lee Cook here at Coastal with Mike McCarter from Albany Rifle and Pistol Gun Club. Today he's going to be teaching us 5 gun safety rules. I wanted to know what the first rule is for gun safety.
Rule number 1, Kristy, is that all guns are always loaded. When you look at a gun, you go to pick it up, you think it is loaded.
So what's rule number 2 for gun safety?
Rule number 2, once you know that your firearm is not loaded, you can go ahead and handle it, but you always want to remember, never point a gun at anything you're not willing to destroy. So when you're handling a firearm, you always want to be aware of the direction that you're pointing that gun.
What's rule number 3 for gun safety?
Rule number 3 comes into play when you're handling a firearm. When you handle the firearm, you always keep your finger off the trigger until your sights are on the target. But it also includes rule number 2. You want to keep that firearm pointed in a safe direction, which you can see I've got it pointed down. So I'm going to go ahead and hand this to you, but I will not release it until I know you have a firm grip on the gun.
Makes sense. Always make sure that it's clear, nothing in the chamber when handling a firearm.
And this brings in rule number 4, right on top of that. Always be aware of your environment around your target. In this case, we have a solid wall here that you can go ahead and point that firearm at to see if you like the grip.
Okay, so tell me what the final rule is on gun safety.
The final rule on gun safety, Kristy, is when all firearms are not in use, they need to be locked up.
Okay.
Safety's got to be number 1. Locking the guns up depends upon the type of firearm that you're talking about or dealing with, long guns or handguns.
Okay.
With handguns, we have lock boxes, we have cable locks, and we have trigger locks. For long guns, basically you're dealing with trigger locks and gun safes.
Would you mind recapping the 5 gun safety rules?
Rule number 1, all guns are always loaded. Rule number 2, never point your gun at anything unless you're willing to destroy it. Number 3, always keep your finger off the trigger until your sights are on the target. Number 4, always be aware of your environment around your target. Number 5, always lock your guns up when they're not in use.
Mike, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
I hope you learned something here today at Coastal about the 5 gun safety rules. Remember, safety is first, last, and always. Again, thank you for watching. I'm Kristy Lee Cook. Whether you're a big game, small game, or just a recreational shooter, Coastal has a wide variety of firearms, ammunition, and gun safes to choose from. So if you're looking to purchase a firearm, make sure to come in and bring your license because you're going to get a background check.